Guys, welcome to What If Civilization Started Over? Well, we started, and we'll maybe just diving right into it. I saw lost stuff, so I'll also upload that video, and then upload this one. Yeah. So humanity, and humanity, it's kind of complicated, but humanity kind of started here, explored, kind of started settling down, like here. I just put it here. Some people even do Europe. So yeah. I'm gonna do exactly that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But we're not gonna do Europe. We're probably gonna do not the Middle East. I think I'm gonna do, you know, over here. I mean, human civilization. Yeah, so we can get going from this fact. But human civilization doesn't seem like they actually go northwards, and like that. And they settle down like here, you know, which is kind of where, oh my gosh, I'm gonna put this down on. Down here. Civilization. The ultimate civilization is going to form, yeah, and very quickly they go along this border here and goes downwards, and meeting and following these lakes and going over here and even going down in here and going over here, but then going back up here. I actually think I might color this something else, but we're just gonna keep it red, and then we're gonna say like, they changed their flag. So they're gonna change their flag to a purple gold. I like purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. So I'm changing this to purple. But the first nation here was just settled down here, and I actually liked the section of this. So these guys, I like to see up damn thing. Well, these guys are gonna very quickly go here and actually start hurrying down into where the Italian peninsula is. And it's going a little bit over here, but starting to slow down due to a little bit of instability. And here we go, yeah, I go. Oh, now we're gonna look at that capital placement here. Let's make a new one. But yep, let me see a new capital. Oh, what color? Um, it's a little big, but it's, I mean, it's really okay. That looks nice. I like the capital thing. It's actually really big. These guys are actually going to go further down the Italian coastline here. One to explore what's a little bit down here. And this is the first ever nation that comes into existence. We're also going to be seeing another nation pop up here, which is going to be right here. And this nation, we're going to, let's call them, like, that. I like that. This nation here is going to pop up around here, and around this coastline here. And it's going to, mainly, yeah, whoever made it is going to mainly focus on the coastline here, being a mainly coastal nation here, going down here, but going back up here. No, kind of just two coastal nations here. They are going to start looking over here. You're gonna, I think I messed up. These guys are going to mainly focus on the major cities and stuff over here. Yeah, and going around a little bit over here. But this is mainly, dude, why is this so laggy? But if you look at this world, there are two countries in the northern half of the Italian peninsula here. So, well, that's, yeah, and these guys' capital is going to be right here. Yeah, and here we go. I thought they'd have some major cities. Um, the six, I guess. No, wrong one. Five, let's do five for major cities. I thought they have some major cities, along this coastal area here. Oh, right there. I forgot they got a lot of shit. We just also probably having some major cities down here, probably have a major city. Be like right. Yeah. Also have a major city formed. Yeah. There you go. So these are the major cities and capitals of the world here. So let's turn that. I'm just gonna turn it off. But this is what the world is looking like so far. We're gonna see some more nations pop up since this. We're gonna see which some nations are actually gonna pop up, and some nations are gonna collapse. Mhm. But we're gonna see a new nation actually form in the southern area of the not I got you right now I'm clicked off. Okay. But nation is going to be formed. Right, yeah. And this nation, let's call them this color. Actually, let's go. It's a nasty color. No. Actually, you know what? We'll go on this. But these guys are going to quickly expand in where the Spanish Peninsula is, where the northern part of the Spanish Peninsula. But it's here they're actually going to go further along here and meet up with the red team here. And actually have a little bit of a standoff with the red team, as the red team's like, I'm going to declare war on you. And these guys are, like, yeah, no, you're not gonna do that, bro. You're not gonna do that. But these guys are gonna very quickly expand and actually start focusing on their major population, which is, like, right here. Dude, but here we go. We have three nations in the world. But let's go back over here to the purple team. Now, this purple team here is going to expand and even more. Going a little bit down over here. By kind of stopping and actually meeting up with the red team here. Yeah, we'll be meeting up here. And we'll be actually starting to split up over this area here. The red team will get them into it, will, expand further here, but stopping once they reach the Alpine Mountains. The team's kinda, doesn't really like the red team. Kinda like, yeah, you're interfering on my land. And the purple team is gonna go a little bit over down here. Yeah, and like do this. And affiliate, we see the bubble team have this. The red team is going to expand along the purple team borders here and stopping right there. The mainland is mainly covered in mountains. The red team actually has slightly good geography. And the reason the red purple team owns this because there's like a mountain range here and they kind of own some of the mountain range. So this area here is kind of important to the red team since they did mountain gods. Same as the purple team. Some of these guys have like the same religion. These guys don't. But, kind of looks like something we. But the purple team is like one of the strongest nations in the world. But, they obviously are going to go further down. But before they go further down, we're actually going to be seeing another nation pop up. I know. So many nations. What nation is going to pop up here, yeah, on the southern area here in the southern area of the Italian peninsula? Take a pass every time I say Italian peninsula. Can you so quick? You're gonna have to get so big. But these yellow people here, actually really love the south area. They're very generous. They're very economically, pleasant, and they're actually going to very quickly clean me up. With the purple team, yeah. The purple team's gonna be kind of confused, like, when are these guys coming? These guys here are gonna, very quickly try to go up here. And these guys here are gonna go up a little bit here, take these islands for the first time. While the red team is gonna take the rest here. So this is what the borders of the Italian peninsula look like split up between three different nations here. And the yellow team is going to very quickly take over the rest of this. And here, the team is very economically, pleasurable, not pleasurable, that's, well, economically, favored. But the Roman coin is used between these two countries, but these guys just have their own economic like thing here. So it's kind of similar to this, but like economics and stuff. Well, there's like four nations here, and there's gonna be one. We have to have another one here. And that one is going to be right over here. I'm gonna be making right here. You know, I love Whitney, and I'm gonna be bringing them into here. Dude, come on. We all love Whitney. We all love Britney. Let's be honest now. You love Britney. I love Britney. Well, Britney is going to form, right here, and it's going to go along the coastline here, and very quickly take over this area of the coast. Maybe take that island, I guess. But it's also going to go up here and down here. But majorly focusing on the coastline here, and just really exploring the coast. Like going back up here. And this is what the world looks like. But before we end the video, I'm going to be saying a war actually break out. And this war is about to break out. Not break out, but it's about to break out. As tensions in the Italian peninsula are rising. Forces says here, well, not really like a military, like mainly knights. It's kind of like knights and stuff. But knights here are actually starting to almost start having skirmishes and start almost fighting each other in the streets. So between these guys and these guys, Red Team and Bubble Team are actually going to have some fights here. And the Southern Italian team is not going to do anything. The last thing we see that actually starts is Red Team. The Red Team here does not like those guys. No one does it. Oh, they don't like them. I generally don't know why, but these guys do not like them. And Red Team forces here are actually going to push in. That's right, Red Team forces are going to push into this nation here. And very quickly. Well, these guys, the known world is going to be kind of shook when the Red Team does this. The Purple Team does not like that the Red Team does this. And the Red Team is also having an offensive gun here, which they started and actually are able to take over this border claim of theirs. This is their border claim. They also claim that you guys also claim this is to be theirs as yeah, so they're gonna very quickly invade those ports and actually try to keep them. So the war begins. The Italian War has begun. And but this is, kind of insane. Them being able to push their militaries out. The main militaries of the majority of the military forces says of the western Italian peninsulan country here has a majority of their forces here and is looking to capitulate this country and capitulate, well, mainly capitulate the bubble team so they can focus on this team. But he doesn't really know about this. I mean, at all. The reason I'm naming Brittany is because most of the population's in Brittany and most of the country's in Brittany, so maybe that. But bubble team, before we have like the minute for the Leons. Bubble team forces here. I'm going to move in here, and I need to make it brighter. Yeah, okay. But bubble team forces here are gonna move in here. Actually, like here very quickly and start taking over this area. Now, let's turn on major cities and capitals. Littles. Here we go. So the bubble team is really mainly focused on trying to capture. Okay. I'm trying to mainly focus on trying to capture these guys' capital, but I'm also trying to focus on capital. These guys' capital. The night team actually is going to be able to push purple team forces back here, a huge amount. Oh, actually, it made the red team actually have to stick to this area here. The red team, they actually are able to hold this area off due to the mountain ranges here, and I'm actually going to actually start beating down the purple team here, ending out here and splitting the southern area of the purple team forces here, and pushing upwards was in a bubble team. The reason bubble team isn't really attacking, really doing anything, is because the bubble team isn't really mobilized. Bubble team, this was a surprise attack. Bubble team really was just not ready for this, and they're already majorly losing. Red team just surprisingly attacked them, and they think they're actually going to win. But the purple team has other plans, as the purple team push these forces back, recapturing them area here, but all unable to push here, but they were able to come down here and reconnect here, and actually are able to do this, but they aren't able to push any further due to this area here, this one here, being a little bit too, yeah, military fortified. And yeah, this other team is actually going to be funding the bubble team here because the bubble team's economy is actually helping these southern yellow Italian peninsulan country here. But that will be it for today's Wonder Civilization Turn It Over. Hope you guys enjoyed this scenario. I will see you guys next time on Country Dude. Peace out. Bye.